facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
It's noon, today the 27th day in the month of April 2023. Governor Ikpeazu inherited horrible foundation led by T.A. Orji, but did fairly in infrastructure, says Saudensi. No Nigerian has died in Sudan, says Foreign Affairs Minister. Tension as Nnamdi Kanu's appeal at Supreme Court commences today. These are the major headlines on the news at noon. We'll take commercials. We'll be right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
The news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
Welcome back. I am Grace Dorcas Onyekachi. Now the details. A chieftain of All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA in Abia State, Sir Chikwe Udensi, has described the administration of former Governor Theodore Orji as a disaster, accusing him of laying a horrible foundation inherited by the outgoing Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. Sir Udensi, an Interpol system consultant who spoke during his weekly appearance on Love FM's Open Parliament in Umuahia on Wednesday, monitored by ABN TV, was responding to a former commissioner for local government and chieftaincy affairs, Mr. Charles Obona, who said that Okezie Ikpeazu's led government has failed and that he was rating it 5%. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2023 presidential-elect will next week unveil the Rumo Kuta flyover and magistrates court, two more major projects just completed by the Rivers State government in Port Harcourt. Governor Nyesom Wike, who disclosed this on Wednesday during inspection of both projects, noted that Tinubu would be a special guest to Rivers State in two-day May 3rd and 4th official visit. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has said President Muhammadu Buhari's sins against Nigerians are unpardonable. IPOB said this in a statement on Wednesday to react to President Buhari's demand for forgiveness from Nigerians he had hurt during his reigns. In a statement released by IPOB spokesman Ima Powerful, his demand from President Buhari. IPOB said this in a statement on Wednesday to react to President's demand for forgiveness from Nigerians he had hurt during his reigns. This comes in a statement released by IPOB spokesman Ima Powerful. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Zubairu Dada, on Wednesday said no Nigerian's life has been lost so far in the crisis engulfing Sudan. He stated this at a media briefing after the Federal Executive Council meeting, adding that the federal government had already perfected plans to evacuate over 5,000 citizens in the war-torn country. He stated that the first batch of Nigerians are being conveyed as of Wednesday, noting that citizens will be conveyed via buses through Egypt and consequently airlifted. Former Vice President and the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, has said he remains a proud politician who have contested for the presidency since 1993 without being encountered in any scandals and controversies like the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He specifically stated his identity, age, state of origin, and educational qualification has never been a subject of controversies like Tinubu, who is a giant in drug cases and other scandals. The former vice president stated this in his response to Tinubu and APC's reply to his petition against the process and outcome of the February 25th presidential election. Family has concluded plans to hold a one-year memorial service in honor of late Mrs. Chioma Vivian Odu Ne Akasike. The 34-year-old mother of four passed on February 15, 2022, while giving birth to her fifth child, who also died along with her. The bereaved husband, Honorable Chidi Odu Maduka, who is the SA to the Imo State Governor on Rubber Estate, announced this in a statement. The Supreme Court will on Thursday today hear the appeal filed by the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, over his continuous detention at the Department of State Services, DSS. The session had on November 3, 2022, filed an appeal at the Supreme Court against the Court of Appeals ruling halting his release from the DSS custody. The Oyo State government on Thursday disclosed that it has not approved or recognized anyone as the new Alafin of Oyo. The Alafin of Oyo stool became vacant after the transition of the 45th Alafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Atande Olaiwola Adeyemi. The monarch joined his ancestors at the age of 83 after spending 52 years on the throne in April last year. The presidency has explained why President Muhammadu Buhari can't be blamed for the inability to rescue the release of the adopted Chibok schoolgirls and Leah Sharibu. President Buhari's special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, said the Chibok schoolgirls and Sharibu couldn't be rescued because they could not be traced. Adesina said the trial for the girls was called when Buhari assumed office. On sports, former Inter Milan striker Mario Balotelli has described Jose Mourinho as a manager that brings out the best in players. Balotelli made this known in an interview on Muschi Selvago's podcast. And this brings us to the end of the news at noon. But before we go, recap via major stories.
It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
Governor Bazu inherited horrible foundation laid by T.A. Oji, but did fairly in infrastructure, says Saudensi. No Nigerian has died in Sudan, says Foreign Affairs Minister. Tension as Nnamdi Kanu's appeal at Supreme Court commences today. These and many more juvenile platforms, just log on to www.abntv.com.ng, and you can also follow us on all social media platforms being displayed on the screen. As well, you can download our all-in-one app by going down to your Google Play Store, search for ABN Radio. This news was edited and packaged by Ifani Okali. I am Grace Dorcas Onyekachi. Have a pleasant day. Stay safe.
On ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news